Hello, hello, Jamaal Rashad coming to you today from Frederick, Maryland. Today I'm with Jason Lee. Say hello.
Hey.
Jason Lee is the owner of Lee Building Maintenance. And if I believe correctly, you started like at the very, very bottom, right? Like,
Yes.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. So, ValorLives interview series episode number 61. Why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's people who need to hear successful stories. Number three, successful people deserve to have their stories told. And number three, to let you know you can go out there with a camera phone and a selfie stick and impact your community. So just like always, raw, uncut, no special lighting, no special equipment. I don't think Mr. Lee turned off his phone, so if it rings, you'll know why. So Jason has been in Frederick all his life, all 21 years of it. 31 years of it, all 31 years. He's been married for almost 4 years and he has 3 kids, 3 girls. So you have 4 women in the house constantly.
Yes. Yes.
So, Jason, why do you do what you do?
Man, why do I do what I do? Good question. Number one, I want to say thank you for asking me to be a part of this. This is great, and I've seen some of your social media world. You're doing a good job, so I always want to say, man, keep it going.
I appreciate that.
Why do I do what I do? Man, I think it's one of those things where I've been blessed to be in the situation I'm in. I enjoy what I do, and it's a way for me to, I guess I always say, enhance myself, and then on top of that, enhance our community. So that's why I do what I do.
We need more than that because there's a lot of ways you could enhance your community and grow yourself. So why did you choose this vehicle to do that, the cleaning business?
The cleaning business was probably something that I watched my dad do growing up. You know, he was in construction, and then on top of that, his side work was doing floors and cleaning. And so, you know, as a young kid back then, I guess the labor laws were just different as well. We just got away with it. I would go along with my dad, and we would clean. So I guess I had that in I'd seen that happen in front of me, and then I just saw the opportunity to do it, and it was one of those opportunities that, you know, if you scale it right, it can do very, very well for you. So
okay. So how long have you been in the cleaning business?
I'm entering my 11th or 12th year full time, I think, doing this, but I've been probably about 16 years or so.
Okay. So what has been the proudest moment in those 16 years that you've experienced?
Man, I think the proudest moments are those pieces when you can watch every year gradually as you grow. I always say we started out in a bedroom, and then you ended up in an office facility with a lot of staff. I remember again starting out with a mop bucket and broom. I used to call myself the trunk slammer at the time.
Okay.
And again to make it organized and watch it come together. So I think those are proud moments.
Okay. Lowest moment.
Man, lowest moment. I think I've had a ton of low moments, but I got to be honest and tell you that in my business world, I don't look at these as tough moments. I got some tough moments, but it's not in my business life.
Okay. So you have almost 70 employees, correct? And I assume that's between part-time and full-time,
Correct.
contractors,
Correct.
whatever.
Correct.
So how do you create team culture where everybody's not killing each other?
Well, I think we have a definitely hands-on process. We try our best because I always say we're in a logistical business as well, because you're always trying to make sure that you're getting information to the end cleaner or supervisors. And I think the goal from that is always to give everyone an upbeat message as much as we can. I think I always use the opportunity for the office space as well. When everyone comes in, I don't care if they're coming in to grab cleaning supplies or what they may need from us. It's always a way to inject a smile. I like to always make sure whenever I see one of our staff, hey, how you doing? I want to ask them how they're doing. That goes a long way. But I think starting with that, where people feel like you're identifying them and they're just not a person who's in your business on a day-to-day basis, is very important. So I'm always trying to take those key moments to create the culture. And I think our management sees the same thing: is if we care, they should care, and kind of that trickle down piece. So I think that's a big piece. I think there's other things in culture we'll do with staff. Employee parties. On payday we try to have something a little different that goes on every time. So.
Okay. So employee parties. Hopefully I'll be invited to the Christmas party. So do you have a morning? Oh, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're making me nervous. So where do you see your business a year from now?
Well, I think we will have hit some important certifications that we're looking to do that are very important to us. There's some other technical software things in the cleaning business. Everybody thinks, man, there's some software in cleaning. Yes, there is, that we're trying to accomplish and take on by next year. So those are we kind of a few priorities, and that's what we're trying to hit.
Okay, so I didn't hear any expansion taking over Delaware, New York, or California. Nothing like that?
You never know.
Okay, all right. All right. So, do you have a morning routine, something you do every morning to get your day started successfully?
Man, I always have a prayer. You know, that's one thing that's very important to me. I actually have different folks that I may get on the phone with, and we take a quick prayer. You know, we're always praying for not only just ourselves, but for our customers, our clients, all those involved in our community. I think is important. So that's a big routine for me.
Okay, cool. So, what book are you currently reading, other than your Bible, maybe? Or
I think the one book I'm in that just came out was Steve Harvey's Jump.
Okay.
That just came out. Just diving into that. So,
okay.
Can't wait to get through that book.
Did
I'm not always a book person. That's one thing for me. I'm more of a periodical. You know, give me some business magazines here and there.
Okay.
But when a book jumps out to me, I'll get into it.
Did you see the episode of where he had Magic Johnson on,
Yes.
and the guy used to work at his theater?
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty powerful.
So, who have some of your mentors been in the past? Because you've been in business 16 years and you're very, very successful. Obviously, you didn't get there by yourself. So, give a shout out to some of your mentors.
Man, I would say, there's probably been a ton, and it's just not in business, but in life. And I don't want to sit here and just call out names.
Okay, give us two.
Man, I would say in life, I think my dad set the tone for my working piece.
Okay.
I think that was important for me. I think from the business side, my actual industry side, there's a gentleman named Leroy Dock that I think was important to me of setting the course. And I have a ton of other folks in our community that are just great people.
Good stuff. So, so for a young business person watching who doesn't have a mentor or knows they need a mentor, what advice would you give them to finding a mentor? Because there's a lot of people who could give you advice, right? But not very many people who could give you good mentorship.
Well, I would say you definitely want to find someone that you probably want to mirror yourself after, or you think you want to mirror yourself after, and eventually don't be afraid, go ask them for it. Ask them. Okay. And I think you would be surprised. Most people would say yes if you're doing what you got to do.
Right. Good stuff. So, do you have a daily habit that if you don't do it, your day doesn't feel successful? Smoothie, yoga, meditate, go to the gym. No? Okay. All right, cool. So, what has been your most costly mistake? Like, have you ever lost one of those $1 million clients, or, you spilled bleach on somebody's carpet and you have to replace a $5,000 carpet, or anything like that?
Oh, the above. That's happened. Those things are going to happen. And I think for me, it's all about risk management. I think we got to look at from an insurance piece what we're covering, what we aren't covering. But I think, one thing I've learned in business, man, the worst thing that will happen will happen. One thing on a personal note, I would say probably the worst thing that happened to that for me personally was when our staff actually got into a car accident. They were heading to a job. It was a bad accident on 340 and 15, and that was when I pulled up to the scene. That was something, and everybody's fine, but it had me just somewhere else.
Okay, got you. So a few more questions. How do you remain humble because you're very successful?
Man, you just know that I always tell everybody, man, I'm happy that every day I can come in and I put my key in the door, my office opens up, and I'm happy.
Okay.
You just gotta stay humble. We never know. The world could shift, things could change tomorrow. Anything could happen to us, and we just gotta be ready to adapt. So.
Okay. So wrapping up, how can people get a hold of the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Lee?
Well, you can always call our office. Our office here at Lee Building is 240-651-0433. And again, thank you.
No problem. Do you have a website?
www.leebuildingclean.com.
Leebuildingclean.com. Okay, do you have any pets?
Yes, we got a little min pin. He's the testosterone in the house with me.
Little min pin.
Little miniature pincher.
It was like
King,
7 pounds?
Matter of fact, I think he weighs 11 pounds.
Oh snap. So, ValorLives interview series episode number 61. Go out there, show some valor. Can you do this?
I don't know if I'm that good.
All right, hide the thumb. All right.
Might have me in a gang now.
Show some valor. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Talk to you next week. Bye.
See you later. Thank you.